Commissioners, this is David Matthew Collinson speaking. Neo Roosevelt Group had intended to present an hour's worth of video content on the click-through of the QR code. Unfortunately, a funding gap prevented the video from being produced for the moment. We're working with federal member Garth Hamilton and hopefully through him with Taxation Commissioner Rob Heffernan to resolve a circular reference feedback loop that's causing the wrong signal for Neo Roosevelt Group at the ATO. Until such times as we fix it up, you'll have to be content with this short explanatory musical production of what Project BigSmoke is in terms of a technology set, a co-development framework, a leadership device, and a revenue model. Innovative, thought-leading, cost-effective, and solutions for the real world, a world where if you leave it to regular procurement models, you'll be behind the eight ball and never, behind the eight ball forever and at the bleeding edge never. Criminals are at the bleeding edge. Police need to be too. This is how you get there in the real world.
Commissioners, picture Queensland not following the future, but authoring it. Project BigSmoke isn't a tool set, it's a force multiplier, a sovereign intelligence backbone engineered to put QPS permanently ahead of crime's evolution curve. It starts in the data, a whole of state nervous system, Snowflake, Databricks, Kafka streams, pulling together body cam feeds, patrol telemetry, CCTV, social patterns, behavioral signals, and turning them into clarity, not clutter. On top of that sits explainable AI models you can interrogate, audit, trust in the courtroom and defend in parliament. This is policing upgraded from reactive to strategically predictive. Ingest to agents become sharper. Image recognition identifies weapons, suspects, vehicles in seconds. Neo 4J graph engines map syndicates. Before the syndicates realize they're feasible, forensics move from labor intensive to intelligence accelerated, and it's all protected in sovereign cloud. Zero trust architecture, quantum safe encryption, a digital stronghold designed so QPS never answers to offshore data dependencies again. But the real unlock, officer time, officer clarity, officer safety. Automation cuts the administrative drag. AI triage prioritizes what matters. A secure police co-pilot turns every officer into a real-time analyst, a strategist, a decision maker with the entire case history at their fingertips. Training shifts too, VR scenario suites, adaptive AI learning, a workforce continually upskilling without losing hours on travel or downtime. Now the second layer, investment logic. When QPS invests in Project BigSmoke, you're not buying software, you're buying into the IP. You're becoming a shareholder in a global export engine. Every rollout across Australia, across the Five Eyes, across the wider world drives dividends, equity uplift, and recurring revenue back into Queensland Police. QPS becomes the world template. A first mover. the benchmark, the jurisdiction others come to learn from and license from. This is not cost, this is capital formation for the force, a revenue flywheel built on your leadership, and it sits under the Roosevelt governance architecture. Ethics, justice, human dignity, coded into every algorithm, delivered a moral backbone as strong as the technical one. Commissioners, with enough power, the force always wins. Project Big Smoke delivers that power edge. A chance for Queensland police to step beyond incremental improvement and into global leadership. A chance for the state to set the tone for the next century of policing. A chance to say with authority, crime will not outrun us. Crime will not outthink us. Crime will not out-evolve us, because Queensland got there first!
Dun, dun, dun. Project Big Smoke. So there you go, gentlemen. That's how you get ahead and stay ahead permanently. How you lead and how you profit. Depending on where you set the numbers, depending on how much you charge your fellow forces in neighbouring states and territories or foreign forces, you could return, say, a 5% boost to QPS budget over 10 years. Additionally, you could set up, well, the model imagines setting up tertiary education in AI policing, which would be used as a prerequisite filter for even hiring police in the future. So you'd get the federal government tertiary education funding to educate and pre-qualify people for becoming police before they even hit basic training. And you charge a packet to police hopefuls who are going to attempt to study the course. And even more for international students. It's a rigged game designed to pay big dividends. And shareholders like dividends. I know Queensland Police Services is not used to thinking from a shareholder perspective, but maybe it's time it did. We're all stakeholders in this community, in one way or another, and it's better to be part of the ownership class than the leasing or renting class, or pay-per-use class, even worse, or has nothing class, even worse than that. At the moment, so far as I understand, so far in terms of AI-powered policing, QPS's has nothing class, and that's just unacceptable. Over and out. 0405021023. That's 0405021023. If you want to reach me direct, I'll be happy to take your call. Okay. Thank you. Bye.